Alright guys, welcome back to another recap. That might have been a little too loud, sorry if I'm yelling in your ears right away. Green Day. Now, I missed the recap yesterday. I guess you can see right there, up almost $200 yesterday. Yesterday was a day that I woke up, and even while I was streaming live, I was like, I hope you guys appreciate my lives. I hope you guys appreciate my recaps because yesterday I woke up with a migraine. I get migraines every once in a while. I get headaches a lot. And actually, I had it since Sunday. So Sunday evening, I started getting a migraine, and I was like, hopefully it goes away during the night. I woke up Monday morning, still had a migraine, and I was like, this is one of those days, where I'm like, I just don't want to stream live. I just want to trade, listen to some music, maybe find a good trade to or not, then get out. But I showed up anyways. Came yesterday, traded small share size, wasn't feeling the best. Got the green, got out, and $200 on the day yesterday was not bad. Today, on the other hand, I was back, I was ready, and we had a good stock. So we had a good stock, found a good trade. Honestly, I got lucky and unlucky because the trade was good, but it was small share size for me, and still made $700. I wanted to average in on this plate a little bit bigger than what I got. But other than that, still a great trade. So I'll go over today, $705 profit, 200 yesterday. So now a brand new week, almost $1,000 profit. Um, what was I gonna say, guys? If you want to watch me trade live, I'm just talking about trading live. I trade live right here on YouTube. Um, every market open, so 15 minutes before market open, I'm already looking at gappers and stocks to trade for the market open. You can watch on YouTube or tradecaster.com. Either or is the same. They're both free. If you try to go to tradecaster.com, just cancel the payment. And that's it. So pretty fast recap today. There's only literally one stock to go over, and I took 3 trades on it. So I got up $650, and then I took a small scalp, lost $10, and then I made $90 or $100 more after that. So back up to 705. I guess I made 4 trades because I think I went back to 697, and I was like, I want a $700 day. So I took a quick scalp for like $10 and made it back. But let's go over those trades real quick. So ATXI. Actually, I do want to point this out. Hold on. I want to point out the daily on ATXI. So I'm going to actually drag this up here. And I'm actually going to show you guys the daily. This is what I look on a daily chart. And honestly, ATXI is still kind of holding the highs. Not the highs, its move. It's been going sideways. So honestly, this might be a stock that Power Hour, a lot of people come in here and trade it. So let me show you the daily chart. So the daily chart, you guys know, the 200 moving average is something we as traders keep in mind a lot. So we tried to make it a spike, got over 200, and then flushed back down, gave it all back, and then again tried break the $200. Gave it all back, all the way back down, and then today started gapping, and I think it started gapping around $5 because I remember somebody saying, I want $6 today, I want $6 today. And at that point, when I saw it this morning, I was like, I want $7. I want 712 because at that point the 200 moving average was at 712. Actually, it might be tanking right now, a little bit. I was like, I want 712. Why? Because we spiked over it once, we spiked over it twice. I want to see if we even get a third attempt, and if we get a third attempt and start breaking out of it, I want to see if this third attempt makes the squeeze. And I was saying this morning. Didn't expect it to rip from 7 all the way up to $11, but it definitely made the move. So in the market open, so that was the daily chart. So market started opening. This 784 is actually, this 884 is actually a very key level, right to where it just dropped to 884. Anyway, so it started opening up, and this thing was starting to make moves. I think I almost even wanted to take some trades on this one down here, but I didn't. Kind of got flushed there, so then at that point I left it alone. And my trade was on this pullback here, but I wanted this stock, so you got this range here of like $5.90 to $6, and even pre-market right there, that's like a kind of a 584 tap. So you got kind of this range here from 584 up to 6, where it wicked, kind of, right? And then obviously $6 whole number. So I wanted this stock to rip through that level, kind of like this, with good volume. And then I honestly wanted this thing to pull back. And I wanted this thing to pull back down to that 6 for sure. Maybe 585s, 590s, something like that. and it didn't. But this is where I was like, I think I got honestly a little bit lucky, because this right here, this candle right here was the last 5 minute candle in this 5 minute time frame right here. And at that point, so where is this one at? So this was the last 1 minute candle in this 5 minute candle right here. And a lot of times you get a small little pullback, or you get that quick touch real quick down and then rips. And that's what I was looking for this candle to pull back down to 6, for this candle to pull back down to 6 and then rip. Luckily, I joined in small share size, so 1,500 is not a big size. I mean, that's one of the smallest share size I take on a stock like this. I would have easily taken 2,500 or added 5,000, a little bit lower, closer to 6. But you know, I was like, I'm gonna add small share size, let this trade go a little bit red on me, and then add my majority, my big share size here. Now you're like, why did you let it? Why would you purposely want to go right into a trade if you know it's gonna pull down? In case it doesn't pull down, in case it does that. And so I added on that stock right there, 623. I didn't even get the bottom. It started popping right there, and I was like, you know what, I'm in. You 5 minute candle, let's do it. So I added there, and I mean, the second I looked at my P&L, and I was instantly up $200, and I was like, wow, at that point I was even on the live stream. I was even like, well, like, I'm not happy about the trade. I'm up $300, but I'm not happy about it. I wanted to add more. Anyways, worked out. I think I could have, this is hindsight 2020. I could have held a little bit longer. I could have stuck a lot of shares for the longer move, but I unloaded 60% of my trade right here at the break of new high of day, at the break of 650. Then I actually wanted a small little pullback here, retested 650, didn't quite get 650, so I had a little bit of a high entry, and then I ended up taking those shares out because I thought this 1 minute candle here would be the next one to also push up. So when this candle started closing and it closed that 1 minute was over, I decided to take those shares out there and not get into a flush. So I added more, and then I took them back out. So I was basically with the initial shares from over here, which right there I did do a good job now dripping along the way. So I bought them there. I think I sold pretty high on this candle, so I sold at 670 and 7.1. So 670, well, maybe the bottom of the candle, but 7.1 way up here. So that was a good fill, and I think that was a halt. So I got stuck in a halt there at 642. Resumed 5 minutes later, and this one I stuck them out all the way to the top as well. I think I sold some initially, half of that at 627.27, so around here, and then those at 782 way up here at the halt level. So I just wanted to get out of that. Obviously, you're like, that is a crazy move right here. Good job on selling, good job on locking in the profits, and then you resume higher, and then you go up another $2, $3 a share, and you're like, oh my gosh. But I mean, it was a good trade. It was an awesome trade. Was not expecting to get the money that I did for a small share size trade, so I will definitely take it. I definitely missed a couple of trades on this one afterwards. This kind of consolidated, and we were looking at it with the low volume, so you see how it consolidates this whole time. But look at the volume it took to push it up, and then look at the volume on the down. Nobody was selling. One trade that I missed that somebody called out was simple break a downtrend, right? So downtrend, 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 break, retest, retest, retest. Look at those two clean entries. This one and what the heck? This one and that one, clean entries. Even if you don't get the low of those candles, you get anywhere in here, you would have gotten that very nice move again from $8 to 10. That's a clean move there. That one I don't know that I would have taken, but the one that I for sure missed, I guess I'll talk about it later. The next trade that I took. Now, on this point, it was my fault, because I was so focused on the daily and 885, which if I show you guys the daily, 885 is a very important level, because that's the high of this candle, and then this candle down there too. But this 885 right there, that's what I'm going to be saying. That's an important level. So 885. 885 was a level that was a daily level that you could be looking for support. So this thing actually rips and then pulls back down, and look what it started holding. 885 right there. It starts holding 885, 885, 885, and then finally makes the next leg up. It's holding that daily pivot, that daily level, makes the next move up. This was so what I was saying, I was focused on the daily chart, but you guys know daily charts does not include pre-market and post-market. So to me, my high was 885. And then on Thinkorswim, it has these little animation things where it tells you this is a high. And once we broke 885 through this, I was like, why is it not showing me the high? And at that point, I quickly looked at my 5-minute chart and zoomed back, and I saw this 1090, and at that point I was like, that is so much different, because 885 is not picking it up, it's not recognizing the high on the daily because this is pre-market and post-market. But now that you're on the 1 minute looking at it here, now that you break 1090, you are gonna pop this new animation here on Thinkorswim. So when I noticed that, I was like, 1090 hasn't even broken. 1090 is the high of the stock. We're ultimately going for 1090. If I would have known 1090 through here, I would have had maybe, yeah, buy this dip, anticipate the 1090, $11 breakout. Anyways, I didn't notice, so this was just a quick scalpel day here for the break of 10. I didn't notice yet on this trade, so this one I added here, was looking for the quick break of 10. I actually got shaken out of this trade, so this is the one that I lost. So that was up 650. This I lost 10, 20 bucks or whatever, although I definitely got the move. And then here is when I was like 1090. I see 1090. Now I know what I want. Now I know what the stock wants. And so I jumped in right before 1090, 1066, and I sold right at 90, 1090 at 11, and then stopped out back at 1064, which was my stop. At that point, I had to stop right at break even, and if it came back down, it would stop me out, or keep running with me, and I'd have 100 shares. At that point, so I made 650, and then I lost 10, 20, whatever, and then I made like 90 back. So I was sitting at like 697, and this was just a quick scalp. I mean, it dropped down to 10 here. I bought the dip at 10 and then bounced a little bit at 1008, so I got 10 cents on 100 shares. That was like $8 or $9 there. That put me over $700, and at that point I was like, you know what, I'm done. But let me show you guys the clean entry that I missed. So once again, daily pivot, guys. You guys see the daily pivot is 885, right? 885. And you guys saw 1085 holding all day long, holding. So stock pops up, hits a new high, and then starts slowly pulling back down, low volume. And this spike and this spike is the ones that I should have gotten. This thing pulls back down, very close to 885. I mean, 4 pennies off. That's a place to start snagging some shares for the push back up. And then this one right here. This one I saw it and I almost bought. I was about a split second too late. And I mean, the second it hit 885, you saw green on the tape, and that stock completely reversed all the way to the top. And you're like, you know, what are you looking for there? When a stock is trending this much spready, not spready as in like the level 2 spreads. Well, I guess that too is probably like a 5-cent spread, 4-cent spread. But spready as in like, oh, this right here is 885. If you would have taken a trade down here, even 890, maybe even $9, you still got to move all the way up to 10. That's $1 a share. That's a dollar a share. If you get $1 a share in the market, and I always say this, if you get $1 a share in the market, you're doing something very good. You know, you're taking the trade where you're supposed to, and you're holding for the big move to get $1 share, and you're doing something good. Unless you're trading something like HKD or something like that, then $1 a share, it's like literally a micro pullback or something like that, and then you'd be down $5 a share. But you guys know what I mean. If you guys are still trading this stock for the rest of the day, I would want this thing to keep flagging over 885. Hold this level. You could see how it's struggling there, and then see if it puts in another leg in the after hours back up to 10, 11. But that's it for me. I probably won't trade it unless I see a clean, obvious trade on it. I guess I'll point out SPY. SPY is dumping. You know, SPY is having a very nice pullback. But, you know, these plays that we do, the break, retest, pivot, work in the large caps too, and they work on the short side and they work on the long side. So I looked at this trade here and I was so close to taking it. I honestly don't know why I didn't take it. So SPY dumps, creates a low, recovers, clean break of downtrends, you know, those also work. Look at that, uptrend, 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 breaks it, retest. That's a short entry there. Entry number 1, I missed it. Obviously, I wasn't watching SPY. I did watch it here, though. There's your pivot. Flushes through it. Retest that pivot. So this is inverted because you're looking at a short trade. This right here, I mean, this was money. That retest right there of that low was money. And obviously, SPY tanked. So this right here would have given you a pretty good percentage of negative 1.2%, which is a lot on SPY, and honestly, it's still hitting lows. So I don't know if it's still going to keep going down or not. But that was a very nice trade that I wish I would have taken. And this one up here, I mean, retest of downtrend up there. So even if you guys don't like the small cap penny stocks, you can apply everything that I teach you guys and use them on the large caps. It works great. Keep it simple, you know. Don't be like those guys. I'm just saying this for everybody. Keep it simple. Don't be like those guys that have MACD, RSI, stochastic, Bollinger Bands, and then 5 EMAs, and then crossover, and then VWAP, and then Ichimoku, or whatever that thing is called. You know, just keep it simple. I don't have any of those things in my chart. Sometimes they help. Maybe in the longer time frame it helps. But if I look at the stock here, all I'm looking for is a break of downtrend right there. There's my entry to go long. Break of uptrend there. There's my entry to go short. Pivot, retest. There's my entry to go short right there. You know, just break it down by price action, and you guys will be so much better. Anyways, that's it gonna be for me today. Decent day, $700 on the day, $200 yesterday, pretty much. So up $900 on the week. September is still not up nearly to one of my best months. I think it's still in like the 6th, 7th, 8th month this year. It's not the lowest profit, but you know, September's been pretty slow. We're just hanging out in there, getting through this month, getting through the SPY dumping, and then hopefully we see more action like ATXI today, and then can start pushing share size again. Anyways, thank you guys for watching this recap. I forgot to mention that I'm finally a partner, so there's now a thank you button down below, a support the creator thank you down below. I've never asked for money from any of you guys. I've streamed free. I've helped you guys free. But if you guys like the channel and you enjoy what you guys see, just make sure to do that, and I would really, really appreciate it. Other than that, guys, y'all have a good rest of your day, and I'll see you guys on the live trading tomorrow.